Hello and welcome to another week's edition of The Waller Show. We had a fantastic week last week with our 3-year-olds and a impressive Dublin style backing up.
We did. All the three horses we backed up, first, second and third in the same race, the trifecta, so that was good. Justified backing them up, that's for sure. Yeah. But no, the team's coming along nice. I was going around them this morning like we do every morning and afternoon, and the horses look great. I reckon they're 2 or 3 weeks ahead of where they were last year in terms of their coats. Obviously helped by a very warm spring. I was watching the weather last night and they said, I think it was the warmest early part of August for 6 years. So it looks like we're in for an early spring, which is good, and the horses certainly thrive. Problem is, everyone else is in the same boat, Charlie.
Absolutely.
But very, very healthy team of horses ready to hit the spring, and as you touched on, the 3-year-olds from last year, they're really starting to fire.
Yeah, we had Suzanne, we'll run through them quickly.
Yep.
Suzanne.
Very capable filly of getting right through to listed company, and it's always a gamble when you look after your horses so much as a 2-year-old. One thing is, yeah, it's all right to give them time, but it's a waste of time giving them time if they're not good enough. So it can clog up your system, but we take the punt that it doesn't, and we get repaid 10 times over.
Yeah. And Woogok.
Yeah, good win. Fitness counts there, and 15.50. If you see things change 2 into 3, whether it be a month's difference, so to speak, it's 1 day's difference, but gee, in a month you can see a 2-year-old change to a 3-year-old. At some stage during their late 2 to 3-year-old year, you just see a different horse.
Okay, and we had Antonio Giuseppe.
Yeah, good win with him. He's found good Australian form now, and he won with a bit of dominance on an unsuitable track.
And then yesterday, Fortensky.
Yeah, good win. Star thoroughbreds horse. They've been very patient. He showed us nothing up until probably a month ago. Yeah, 6 weeks ago. And look, we're going to spell him after yesterday's victory, but he'll be one to come into city class racing late spring, and that's what pays the bills.
Okay.
Good prize money in Sydney though, 27,000 for provincial races. That's great money. Then you get your Bob's bonuses on that, if they're eligible for Bob's bonuses, and Saturday prize money 85,000. Hearing a whisper that it could even be going to the big 6-figure number of 100,000. That'll really boost racing in New South Wales. They've mentioned it before, and always we've had an influx of queries from Queensland, Victoria, New Zealand. I'll guarantee you that'll be enough to fix race fields if there are small numbers. Everyone will want to race a horse in Sydney. It'll be the best prize money in the world.
There we go, and we'll be winning it.
We'll be doing our best, that's for sure.
Right, we're straight into Eagle Farm. We sent Springbok Flyer up tonight.
Yeah, he'll go up tonight, arrive early Thursday morning, and does carry the top weight, but just going up there for the right race and hopefully a good track. It's a soft 5 at the moment with a shower forecast for Friday, but hopefully gets a good track, because I was looking through his form earlier. 15 runs on soft and heavy tracks, not for 1 win. All his wins have come on good tracks.
Oh, there you go. Moonee Valley, we've got Miss Denny in the mile.
Yeah, well, she's won over 15.50, a little bit soft at that distance range, but and racing against the boys on Saturday. But gee, she tries hard. It was a good run, her first up run in Melbourne.
Got well there yesterday.
Been to Moonee Valley to have a look around and done everything we can to prepare her for it anyway.
Okay, and then French Emotion, Barrier 7.
Yeah, she's come back well. Just had the 1 trial at Flemington, a jump out.
Fantastic prep, last prep.
Did a good job. She did come from a maiden right through to running in group races and won a number of races on the way through. Ben Mallam rides and should get every chance. Barrier 7 just needs a little bit of luck, but she does make her own luck.
And then finally Magicus, 4th emergency.
Yeah, 4th emergency in gate 13. Not ideal, a little bit frustrating. He might, and that's a problem that we will say about small fields. How they're a problem. Well, the other extent is you have big fields, and a lot of horses don't get a start. So You got Magicus, who potentially start favourite, not getting a run. Is that healthy? It's not.
Well, you look at when that Warwick Farm Wednesday meeting was abandoned, the 3-year-old races for the 2 weeks after were max capacity.
Yeah, yeah.
And horses didn't get runs.
No, exactly. So obviously you've got to look after the punter, you've got to look after the owner. A happy medium is, I'd say, a 10-horse field in every race. Look after the horses so they can race a few more times through the year.
Okay, straight into Randwick. We've got Torgerson resuming over 1400, barrier 1, Bowman back.
Yeah, 61 kilos is a concern for him first up. It's going to be a tough run, but I had a quick look at the field and basically the chances are within 4 kilos of him. There are some lightweight rough chances in the race, but basically he's giving away 2 to 4 kilos to some handy horses, but he needs to start somewhere, and he's come back really strong.
Okay, in the Mayor's Cup, Richard of York.
I like this horse, Charlie. I thought his run at Canterbury over 1900 on the wet track had merit.
Extra 500.
For sure. And has he won in England before, Charlie?
Yes.
Who's he won?
Oh, only Ascot. Isn't it only Ascot? Yeah.
Well, Ascot winner over 2,400 metres, so it's got the right credentials for Saturday. And I don't know his pain, but I'll be having a little bit of hard earn on him.
Yeah, I think so.
A bet on Saturday.
Okay, and then race 4, we've got Pound Sterling in the up and coming.
Yeah, it's completely against our normal philosophy of keeping your horses to their grades. He's not suited at all by this race. There's horses with similar weights with much higher ratings than him. So we've simply thrown him in the deep end for that simple reason. He's a 2-year-old that's starting to mature as a 3-year-old, albeit on a heavy track. His first up win was very convincing. He gets his chance to step up here. He's got a good draw. Brenton Abdullah retains the ride. And yeah, let's see if he's going to step up as a 3-year-old. We'll know on Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely. Then in the Silver Shadow, we've got Ome Sword.
Yeah, only fail for her last preparation was on the soft 6 track at Randwick. That's my concern. Track should be drying out well. I think it's a 6 at the moment.
It wasn't a step too far, her last run?
Could have been, but the jockey did say afterwards that she wasn't comfortable with the track. So let's hope Randwick doesn't get a shower or 2 Friday and Saturday, because it will quickly put the track back into a difficult range. Yeah, let's hope for Ome Sword's sake it's a nice fine day Saturday, because she's a class act.
Okay, into the Warwick Stakes, we've got Who Shot the Barman.
Yeah, well, he Grand Marshal are both resuming, similar to a path that they did last year, which saw them go very close to winning the BMW and go very close to winning the Sydney Cup. They didn't win either of them last preparation, but they certainly picked up some very good prize money in those multiple Group 1 or $1 million races, I should say. So following a similar path, couldn't have been any happier with the way Who Shot the Barman's trialled better than he ever has before for us. And Grand Marshal.
What, in the comments, he feels like a 2-year-old?
Yeah.
After his last trial?
Yeah.
So,
give him a little
certainly happy.
That's right.
And Vanbrugh.
Yeah, well, he needs to start somewhere. We didn't think the 1200 would suit, did we?
No.
So, yeah, 1400 Warwick Stakes is a tough ask first up. He's not really a proven weight for age horse yet, but he's a good horse, and I think the 1400 metre will suit him well, and he's a definite chance of running in the top 4.
And the Mighty Winks resuming.
Well, couldn't have been happier with the preparation. Everything we've asked her to do, she's done. Had 2 nice trials. She hasn't been interrupted by weather. Trialled on pretty testing tracks on the Kensington track both times. Huey's looked after her, and she's come through with flying colours. She had a good gallop on Tuesday morning. Hugh was more than happy. He said she is exactly where you want her to be. Gate 4. What more can you ask? It's just a nice starting point for her. Of course, you've got to have respect for Rebel Dane. He's a Group 1 winner. And Lucia Valentina, she's a superstar in her own right. So certainly 3 class horses there, mixed up with a few of ours in there, and obviously Hartnell. You can never underestimate the Godolphin team. They can get them ready first up. So just great to have Winks back. A lot of these good horses back as we prepare for the spring. Racing is the best guide to tell us exactly where they're at, what little changes need to be made through their preparations, and a horse like her, you just hope they keep winning.
Absolutely. Righto, the toy show. We've got El Lou on the minimum.
Well, both El Lou and Pioneering done a fantastic job through the winter, picking up their connections, some brilliant prize money, and earning their right here to be racing
in Group 3.
Yeah, Group 3 race for the first time. So El Lou Gate 8, I don't think it'll worry her, that's her normal racing pattern. And Pioneering Barrier 4, she's going to get the run of the race. What did Tommy Berry say last Saturday morning?
Very fast.
Very fast, so hopefully she's very fast over 1300 metres on Saturday.
Righto, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. We'll be celebrating race 9 hopefully with a bit of luck.
So, should be a good day, and as we said, a lot of nice horses coming back. It's time to get involved.
And you won?
My one. What did I say last week? Did I say did one style?
Did you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I like Richard of York. He needs to improve, but he's got the right credentials to win on Saturday.
Okay.
Pinch your one, did I?
No.
What's yours?
Well, half, but I'm just going to go Ome Sword. She'll get through it.
You think she's pretty good, don't you?
Yeah. I think she's very good.
Yeah. She's by High Chaparral. She's already Group 2 placed.
You could have easily not run her last prep.
Yeah.
Couldn't you? She could be an unraced 3-year-old.
What about those eyes of yours? They're just about popping out of your head.
Well, it's exciting this time of year.
It is.
That's what we're here for. Righto, folks. Have a lovely weekend.